I can't believe it. We already had an amazing character with Scorpion getting reworked, and now he's simply amazing. I shared with you guys two teams that makes Scorpion simply amazing. Only for me to now try on the second character that was reworked in this last update, and this guy is now actually good. Let me give you guys a bit of perspective. Before now, the only way I could do any real damage with is either I'm using the Batterans, which is, of course, as you guys know, it's a paid artifact, and also using Raven with Twin Blade. Of course, with two maxed out solo raid artifacts and all of that. So I needed to have Raven, I needed to have Twin Blade, I needed all of that. And of course, he was bugged before. That bug has been fixed, right? And now his passive now scales with any damage buff, just like what we talked about yesterday with Scorpion. I told you guys that Scorpion's damage now scales with damage buff. So if you are doing lethal damage, if you are doing critical attack damage, if you have any character giving you damage buff, for example, Zatanna in this match, he's giving ORM 300% damage buff. Of course, we know that is additive and not multiplicative damage. Then you can have any like the what's it called? It's not the Crown of Khandaq Ruler also gives. We're going to showcase that as well. So the video after this one, the gameplay after this one, I'm going to be showcasing Crown of Khandaq Ruler. But for this one, I'm using dark metal cards to get that 500% critical attack damage. And that now scales as well with the passive of ORM. The only thing I would say about this, like the drawbacks of using ORM as compared to Scorpion, is that with Scorpion, you guys saw that I used two maxed out artifacts and the match was done in 1 minute. That simply means that if I use one maxed out artifact, like I did in the second match actually, when I used Raiding and Scorpion, I used just one maxed out solo raid artifact and I finished the match in like less than 2 minutes with just one maxed out solo raid artifact. Then if you're using Scorpion with Killer Frost, you can use just one master solo raid artifact as well. I used two, but that match was over in like a minute. So if you're using just one, you should be able to complete that match because Scorpion is so good now. So I would say Scorpion is like 100% free to play now. ORM is free to play, but it's free to play for those that have been in the game for a long time. If you've been in the game for a long time, on most solo raids, you already have two maxed out or almost two maxed out artifacts. And from my tests so far, I'm not saying this is the final result, maybe we'll find something better, but as of this moment, I've seen that I need to have two maxed out solo raid artifacts to be able to one shot. And the reason I'm saying that is because of the fact I'm cutting it close. You can see that it's already 27 seconds and there's still some health left there. I'm not doing that much damage. I'm doing about the maximum 173 million damage per special 3. That is quite high, but it's not high enough. Maybe divide that by 2 and you see that if you are using just one master solo raid artifact, you will be in trouble. You will not one shot. You will likely not one shot. And another thing is that with dark metal cards, because of the way he does his special 3, he walks out of the zone of the dark metal cards, and that means that you are not guaranteed to always crit on his special 3. I find that very, very annoying. It's unfortunate because dark metal cards would have been a very solid option, but you see that I missed some crits in that match, and that was because he has to move back most times. But of course, I still get the full 500% critical attack damage, but because he's moving back, it means that you are not going to be able to take advantage of that. Maybe, for example, you are fighting a boss that is crit immune. That will not help you because he will keep walking out of the crit zone. That is why I will suggest you use the Crown of Khandaq Ruler. Dark Metal card is good on ORM, but you see the Crown of Khandaq Ruler is a much better artifact on ORM because you don't need to be in any zone and you are getting 600% damage from if you have a maxed out Crown of Khandaq Ruler. Now, you have that 600% damage from Crown of Khandaq Ruler. You have 300% damage from Zatanna. Not just that, Zatanna is also going to do some health reduction, remove about 30% of the boss's health. So you can see that there's a lot of damage boosts coming around, and there is also health reduction, which of course we always appreciate the health reduction from Zatanna. But you also see that the amount of damage I'm doing on my special 3, you can see 249 million damage on my special 3. So it is really exciting, guys. This is really good stuff. Crown of Khandaq Ruler is really amazing on at the moment. And of course, we have the third character in the match, which is Harambe. Harambe's purpose is just for power generation. You'll notice I am generating power very fast. That's because I've built my ORM to have lethal attack chance. You need to have a high amount. I think anything over 50% lethal attack is quite good. I took mine to about 58, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, anything over 50%, if you can get up to 50% lethal attack on your ORM, that will be a very solid build so that you can take advantage of that power generation that comes from Harambe. For those of you that don't know, Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd is who I'm referring to. So yeah, that's his passive for legendary characters. Of course, there's also that passive of the Crown of Khandaq Ruler, where if you do some basic attacks, you have a combo meter, you do your special, and you're able to steal some power back. I know that is there, but guys, I do not want to rely on it because it is like a 70% chance to work, and I'm not taking my chances. So I'd rather just be sure I'm generating power constantly throughout the match, and was able to take full advantage of that. And you'll see that I finished this match much earlier. You can see 26 seconds to go. The other match was about 15 seconds to go. So I guess the difference is not that much. If could stay inside that zone, the area of effect of the dark metal cards, I would actually have said that dark metal cards and Crown of Khandaq Ruler are on par. But unfortunately, that is not the case. And if you're not having crit luck, you are going to run into trouble. Anyways, that's for those two. So far, my recommendation, number 1 is Crown of Khandaq Ruler, number 2, Dark Metal cards. And if you're going to use Harambe, then you have to build your ORM with lethal attack. Yeah, so that's for that. Now, this match I've seen here is appearing as the last match. Actually, this was the first match. This was my first attempt using ORM after the update. But I was massively disappointed because in this match, I also have 2 maxed out solo raid artifacts, right? And I have extra 100% critical attack damage from classic Wonder Woman. Then, of course, I have times 6 damage, 600% incoming damage, which is times 6, not plus 6, times 6 from Raven. And you will see that the highest damage I was able to hit on my special 3 was a measly 80 million. Now, that 80 million damage doesn't include the base damage. So there was 80 million separate, there was 30, there was 15. So that's adding up to about let's say 140 million. But it is, to me, I feel that's terrible because without Raven, I was able to hit 173 million regularly with DMC, Dark Metal cards, and I was able to hit 249 million damage with Crown of Khandaq Ruler, also without Raven. So you would expect that with Raven, the damage would be very high. And I know, granted, I didn't play well in this match, but I got to see with 5 Raven stacks, with the 20 Electrify and the 100 Atlantean stack, you'll see that was the highest damage I could hit. So even if I played like super well and I was hitting that amount of damage, maybe I would have almost one-shot or coming close, but it's not good enough. Because with Raven, it should be one-shotting in like 1 minute and 30 seconds. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So at the moment, I have my reservations about these artifacts, about this the puppets, the Thanos puppet. Yeah, so for now, I'll just say stick to Crown of Khandaq Ruler. If you enjoy my videos, you want to see more videos like this, smash the subscribe button, join me on Discord, link in pinned comment. I'll see you guys on the next one.